This is assignment 8, combining images. For this assignment, I want you to locate a minimum of 4 images, and there's no cap on the number that you can use. There's one caveat, however, and that is that all of your images must be located in one file, in Bridge, and you will draw all of your images from there. At the end of the assignment, I expect that you will not only turn in your final image, but as always, you will turn in the contact sheet showing all of the images from which you derived your combined images from. The following are past examples of student work from past classes. As I stated at the beginning of the class, you are not restricted as to where you get your images from. I would prefer that you use images that you have taken yourself, but after viewing this presentation, you will see the more creative that you get, the more sources that you are likely to require. So, break out Google Images. Obviously, this image was combined from quite a few images. I do know that the kittens belonged to the student. Not so sure about the unfortunate mouse in the foreground. This student used a number of images and also employed a wide range of toy army men and planes in the image. Again, a lot of personal images as well as sources from other places. This student was pretty gifted as a digital artist to begin with, and a lot of the stuff in this image came from other files that he already had. This was the work of his friend who sat right next to him, and you can see the nautical theme here, that they had something of a rivalry going on. Obviously, the flying dinosaurs were not a product of the student's personal camera, but I believe the Alaskan mountain range came from a family vacation photo taken from an airplane. Again, a wide range of sources here and a lot of effects. The student used purely images from her own camera, which goes to show just how much you can do with a limited number of subject matter and a lot of layers and effects. This is one of my all-time favorites. There are really only 4 layers and the 4 images here. The helicopter came from the Air National Guard show Flyover, and the space that she used as the framing was taken in between the ties of a railroad trestle that she had crawled up inside of, and thus the oversized bolt head sticking through the timbers. She then superimposed the whole work over a landscape with a blur effect to give it a greater depth of field. This is one that has a kind of a Twilight Zone television intro effect to it. The window frames combined with the image of her son on vacation in Lake Michigan and the superimposed skyline of the city and the moon stuck in the water with its own ripple effects. And this final video, with at least a dozen separate images combined together from family vacation images to some night sky images with planets. Nice blend with a foreground image of using filters to darken the foreground and making you believe that it was all part of the image. So, there you have it. I'm including a longish video on further instruction here, showing you how I combined a number of widely disparate images into one semi-plausible composition. I say semi if you believe that kittens can grow to enormous size and challenge old army tanks. Much of what you've learned in this class is technical skill-oriented stuff, and while this does apply, it requires that you use technical skills in editing your images. There is a lot of decision-making that you're going to engage in, and a lot of artistic creativity. I do want you to take your time and try to experiment with all of the things that I've shown you, as well as the combinations of videos that are placed here on Canvas for your reference. Also, one of the best sources that you will find for inspiration and techniques is only as far away as YouTube. It's chock full of great how-to videos, more than we could ever watch here on Canvas. So, be curious.